Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and today we're up with Eiffel store. So I've tried to be a little bit organised, and we're using oxide inks today in Twisted Citron, Carved Pumpkin and Villainous Potion, and I've got all three blending tools here, and I hope my camera is dropped down enough that you can all have a good goosey gander. As they say in Britain, that means have a good look. So I've got my scruffy mat because we're going to be using ink, and I just put that down there. It's just a piece of silicone that gets stained up with ink over time, even though it's clean. Now I have done my background already, and whichever way around it's going I'm not sure, but I've done a slim line, and all I've done is use a cobweb stamp. Use any cobweb stamp that you've got, and I just kept over stamping it, and it's only going to be a suggestion of it in the background because we're going to colour up 3 circles, and they're going to sort of like cover up most of that cobweb. So I'm just putting my blending tools down. I've got them in my hand. So we've got 3 circles and we're going to colour those, so I'll just move that one. And then I have used this die, and I have already coloured the bits in with my Tombow markers. So it's going to be a matter of deciding which kind of elements get clustered together on top of those 3 circles, and that is the die set. It's got lots of embossing in it. Now, because of, the past couple of days, and there's still quite a few dies to use, I will be up on Monday with Eiffel store again, and I will show you on Monday how you layer faces inside of those pumpkins so that you get those looking like the image on the website. And we'll also be making and colouring in one of those gorgeous Halloween gnomes, because I know a lot of people were wanting to see the gnomes, so I promise you we'll be doing that on Monday. Right, so I've got all my bitty bobs, and I can worry about where they're going to go in a minute. So first of all, I just want to colour my circles, and they may need time to dry. So I'll do my Villainous Potion first. I've got my blending tool here, and you've already seen oodles of videos of where I get my blending foams from, and I will link them below because they're so cheap, and also how I store them. So just going in with this wonderful Villainous Potion. I'm trying not to get my fingers in it. Right, I'm just going to pause while I clean up that mess. Right, so I've got the purple mess off the mat, and now into Carved Pumpkin. So just load that up with some ink. Once again, try to keep your fingers out of it. It can be quite hard to do. So I've got me some orange down there, and now I'm going to clean that up. Okay, last circle, Twisted Citron. I was about to say Citron Twisted. So got loads of ink on that, and around we go again. I do love this colour. This is one of my favourite colours. It's really vivid. It's a happy green. Right, so that one's done, and I'll just clean my mat. Okay, so tidied that all up and moved the mat out of the way. So these are the circles. So you can decide which way round you want them. I might go lime to villainous to orange. That's where my eyes are looking. And then just deciding where all the pieces are going to go, because there are quite a few elements in that little set. So I might go there, and I might go here with the hat. It doesn't matter if you go off edge on the circle, well, on the size that I've chosen, because they're smaller obviously than the slim line. And then I've got Ooh, I've got a limey coloured sweetie, which kind of ties into stuff. And I've got a purpley one. So that might be the witch's hat. But then I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna go ghosty on orange. Yeah, I'm gonna go ghosty and bones on orange. And I've got my pumpkin. I've got a bat, which can come swooping in from the side. And I think I'm gonna have my skull on here with candies. And then I've got a moon to go in the sky for this one. So as I was saying, you know, it really doesn't matter if you go off edge, but basically how you see that is how I'm going to glue it, and I'll be right back. Right, so that's what I did, and those are the three elements there all glued up, and I'll do a close-up. All I used was Walmart's watercolour cardstock and Tombow watercolour markers. So that's my little witchy hat one. That's my bats, my pumpkins and my moon, and I used a little bit of white gel pen when I did them. And then this one, I haven't glued it down on that side because I wanted a little bit of, you know, a little bit of something going on with my ghost. And my ghost looks absolutely terrified, bless him. Now on the back of there I want to put foam, so I'm using a Lena Craft foam. And if I flip that over, you can see I used a little piece, it's still sticky, adhesive tape to hold the eyes in. I always do that. It's one of the best cheats. So we're going to put some tape onto the back. Just going to put a couple of pieces onto each. Just like that. So I'm going to finish the others and come right back. Right, so I've got all my tape on, and they're going to sort of like, you know, pop up dimensionally from the card. So I'll bring the base back in now, and you know, it's entirely up to you which way around you have it, but you're not going to see much of that design once you start popping your circles on. And then, you know, you just need to decide whereabout you want your little, I'm going to call them like little Halloween cookies. I think they're rather sweet. So I'm just going to peel the backs off, and hopefully I'm going to get them central. Now actually what I will do while I'm here is I'll show you how to center up something, because that's always helpful, isn't it? Yeah. So if you get that into the middle, then you need the same amount of distance between your others. So if you brought your ruler in, if I just move those out of the way, and I'm measuring my slimline, which is 7.5 inches, so my center point is about there, so I'm popping that there. And now I've got this one, which I know needs to be equal distance. So I've got one there. Now I'm just peeling the back off this one and eyeballing that up. You'll notice that I haven't pressed anything down yet, and I may have totally screwed it up, but if I gently skew that one and bring it over just a fraction, and then lift up that one and move that one over a fraction. Now all I'm hoping for is that they're the same kind of distance at the bottom, and I'm going for that. Yes, let's be happy with that. Now you can add your sentiment in there or whatever you want, but I love that. My husband's going to love that one actually, and he can have that one because he does love kind of distressed and bedraggled Halloween, bless him. Yeah, right. I thank you so much for joining me, and as I said, I will be up on Monday with the Halloween gnome, and what else did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, the pumpkins. We're going to layer the face into the pumpkins because that can be a bit confusing, but it's really easy. So I'll show you how to do that on Monday. Right, I am still picking up broken bits of leaves and branches out of the garden, so I'm going to carry on doing that this weekend, and I'm just grateful it wasn't anything more than that. So once again, I thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome weekend, and as usual, all links below. Bye.